All right, so this is lab 3. The first problem was to create a Java program that displays this. And then the second problem was to calculate the perimeter and area of a circle with radius 5.5. So let's do that. Let's delete this. All right, so the first step, create a new project, Java application. Mine is slightly different than yours. I have some other things installed. All right, new project. Let's call it lab 3, problem 1. Finish. All right. And so mine did not, let me start this over because it did not create the main method and the main class. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't give me the option to. All right, well, I'll have to just create it myself. So lab 3, P1, P1. All right, so to create a new class in Java, this is our package. So you right-click, new, Java class, lab 3, P1. Finish. Creates this. Now, next step is to create our main method, public static void main. For those of you who did this at home, NetBeans should have already created this for you, so you shouldn't have had to do this. All right, so now this is what you guys, pretty much the screen that you had when you started. So the next step is just to those 3 system.out statements. All right, and what do we want to say? We want to say, welcome to Java, welcome to computer science, and programming is fun. So from here, I'll just say welcome to Java. Again, this goes inside your quotation marks. Make sure you spell println right. We do another one, system.out.println. Welcome to computer science. And then our last one, system.out.println. Programming is fun. And remember, everything within here is what's going to be printed to the console. Everything inside these quotation marks. So hit run. Let's see. Why can't I run this file? Oh, Java main class. All right, let's redo this. Again, mine is a little bit different than yours. I have it installed with the ability to incorporate it into a company environment. Lab 3 P1. All right, here we go. So this should look familiar to you. So system.out.println. Welcome to Java. System.out.println. Welcome to computer science. And then system.out.println. Programming is fun. All right, now I hit run. Yep, that is my main method. All right, so down here, welcome to Java, welcome to computer science, and programming is fun. So the difference with mine is it actually creates a java.jar file, and that .jar file, you can actually run it. Let's see. All right, lab 3P1. So it creates a .jar file. Where is it at? I didn't create it. So typically, it'll build this class, build this whole project, create a .jar file, and if I double-click that .jar file, I can run it like any other application. So that's how you would build your Java program in the future. You would create a .jar file, and you can run it by clicking on it or running it from the console, from the command line. All right, so this was Lab 3, Problem 1. Any questions? I have the chat open too if you have any questions through there. All right, well, I'll keep going. All right, so the next step was to create another one. Let's see, I just want standard Java. Is that possible? All right, well. Lab 3, P2. All right, here, new Java main class, Lab 3, P1. That's actually problem 2. All right, and so our second problem was to calculate the perimeter and area of a circle with radius 5.5. So let's do that. So our first step was to create those perimeter, the area, and the radius variables. And we said radius equal to 5.5. All right. Our next step was to calculate the perimeter and area of this circle. So perimeter equals, I believe it is 2 pi r. Yes. So 2 times radius times math.pi is how you represent pi in Java. And area equals radius times math.pi. All right. And the last step, I believe, was to print out the perimeter and the area. So system.out.println perimeter. And I add this space here so that when I print it to the console, there is a space on the console. Perimeter. And this perimeter is the same as this variable, is the same as this variable. If I actually highlight it, you can see it corresponds to all those different variables up there. System.out.println area. Again, add that space. And plus area. And what we're doing here, if you recall, this plus perimeter is concatenating this variable to this string. Same here. This plus concatenates area to this string. Concatenation means adding 2 strings together. If I run this, should see down here perimeter and area. Any questions?